It took me $47 and four different stores to find physical magazines. Basically, these are just glossy fossils at this point. Most of my favorite magazines from back in the day are all digital, and it's really hard to find print magazines. And you can barely find beauty advice in them. I remember so much of my beauty advice came from magazines. Maybe there's still some hidden gems in here. I'm not sure. We're going to find out though. I want to know what the magazines that are still left say about beauty because they've got to have some good tips, maybe some hidden gems, maybe some things that we can implement into our everyday routine. So the first thing I did was hop in my car and decided to go to CVS because, of course, the drugstores are where you're going to find magazines, right? Right? Wrong. The drugstore did not have magazines in the way that I thought it was going to, at least not the ones that I remember. I went to the first store and I saw like Good Housekeeping, some home and garden magazines, but almost no fashion and beauty magazines. So I said, okay, well, maybe it's not that location. I talked to the sales associate and they said, well, maybe try another location. It's a bigger location. They may have more magazines. I think they have a full wall. Okay, so I head to the next store and there was a full wall of magazines, but still none of the fashion and beauty magazines that I remember. So I said, okay, well, let me check a few more locations. I finally ended up at Barnes and Noble. And I know Barnes and Noble is very rare now too. There are not that many left in my home state. There's not that many left around the country, but I was able to find a huge wall of magazines and even a specific section for fashion magazines. I loved looking at magazines like Cosmopolitan, Lucky Magazine, Elle Magazine, and one of my favorite brands still to this day, Glamour Magazine. And so that's what I was looking for. A lot of magazines are just digital these days. Allure Magazine released their last print issue in December 2022. Glamour Magazine issued their last print issue January 2019. And Lucky Magazine was a throwback for me, but I loved it so much. And their last print magazine was in June of 2015. Follow my page so you don't miss out on the hidden gems and the gatekeeping beauty advice they have in the print magazines that are still around.